Okay, welcome back. This is Wayne's World. So, what do you got there?
I'm going over my
Spent a
notes.
little time at camp, did you? What's going on?
Well,
over there?
I
What's
did.
the vibe? How's it feel over there?
The vibe
What's
is
the
good.
mood, Jeff?
Everybody's positive. You want a Jordan Babineaux quote for the warm-up here?
Yeah.
You ready for that? Let's see here. Well, I told him that the betting line, why would I even bring up the betting line to an NFL player?
Because you are the go-to guy.
I did. I said, I go, do you guys realize that you're an 11-point underdog? No one has ever been a bigger underdog in the NFL playoffs than the Seahawks this week at 11 points. So I asked Jordan Babineaux what he thought of that, and he said, who the hell makes those lines?
Did you tell him?
That's for the betting world. They're not lining up and playing on Saturday. The people who say we have no chance, I say BS. How's that?
I like that. I love
like
that
that?
attitude.
Babineau's a great interview.
I like that attitude. Do you think all of them share that attitude? It seems
Oh, I
like they
think so,
probably
yeah.
do. They're kind of a salty bunch.
Yeah.
Kind of a salty bunch.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's looking down. The 7-9 team, they have no chance. I think they're going to rally around that. I'm going to write a column for SeattlePI.com this week predicting that the Seahawks win this game.
Look, there are a few exceptions on this roster, but would you agree that this is a team of kind of cast-offs? I mean, 270 transactions since January. Kind of a team of cast-offs, guys that have a chip on their shoulder, that suddenly find themselves in a playoff situation. I mean, guys on the margin, like Ruvel Martin, who you spent some time with, who'll be on our program today. Now they got a real opportunity before a national audience, again, to show their stuff, man. I mean, this is big for them personally and as a team. Because you win this game, you're going to be known as part of a team that had maybe the biggest upset ever in football history.
Well, and Martin, he was he was back home in Charlotte when he got a call from the Seahawks, and he was in the middle of doing some career counseling, work with a career counselor to try and figure out what he was going to do next. So here's a guy that's out of football, and now he's in football, and not only back in football, but in the playoffs.
Great
It's a big deal for him to beat the Rams, too, because he was with the Rams last year. They weren't giving him an opportunity last year, and he was going, hey, what gives here? You guys are 1-15, and you're not playing me?
Yeah.
So he felt good about that. The funny thing, too, when I was talking to him, I said, what were you thinking when that ball was in the air, when Charlie threw it down there? And he said, hurry up and get here. I said, hurry up and get here. I think that's what everybody else was thinking, too, when they were watching.
Yeah, that thing was a little underthrown. But it was a hard rush. He stepped up. It kind of arced it up there high. So we're going to talk to Ruvel Martin today. That'll be good because Jim spent some time at camp with him. Talking to him, you'll want to be part of that conversation. And I'm looking at my notes here. Todd McShay has made another pronouncement about quarterbacks coming out in the draft. You know we love to talk quarterbacks in the draft. You watch any Andrew Luck last night?
I did.
Boy, is he good.
Yeah, very impressive.
Ooh, he can throw that football. And he is so 6'4", 235. Gruden loved the guy.
But we still don't know if he's coming out or not.
Still don't know. Looks like Rich Rod is out at Michigan. Could that mean that Jim Harbaugh is going to take the Michigan job? Well, he danced down to San Francisco. We're all waiting to see what happens with this Stanford connection. I like that sign last night. It said, Stanford, character and cruelty.
I saw that.
And I immediately thought of our good friend Dave Wyman.
Yeah.
Wyman would love that, so I'm going to get on the textoid next. As a matter of fact, I'm going to text Wyman, see if we can get him on the show. We'll talk about that. Stanford's new credo, it is character and cruelty. Doesn't that pretty well encapsulate Wyman?
Yeah.
He's got good character, but you know there's an edge of real cruelty there to that man, don't you?
Yeah, it was...
Just looking at it. Cruelty.
No, and I thought Virginia Tech was going to give him a better game than that. And they did for the first half. Second half.
They got
they just
overwhelmed. That
steamrolled.
defense, that Stanford defense was very good. I mean, other than that fluky TD pass the kid throws and makes a tremendous acrobatic play, they shut him down. So, all right, that's enough for this.
Boy,
We got
that
more
was
later.
a long one.
That was a long one. We're full of great stuff. Only an hour and a half today. Woo!
It's like 3 minutes, right?